Hello vlog, happy Saturday. I am at Culver's and we never had one of these in Oklahoma that I knew of, or when we lived in California, but I've gone here a couple times to get these things that they have. They're called concrete mixers, and it's frozen custard, and then you pick whatever toppings you want in it. And so I got one with my mom, and we got Heath barb and banana, and it's really good. We've gotten it before. And I also got cheese curds to try, which I've never had, so we're gonna try those. I'm in the little curd side pickup is what it's called. Okay gang, we just got the cheese curds. I'm gonna try one. I never had them before anywhere. Here's what he looks like. Oh, that's good. It's like American cheese or cheddar cheese. I was expecting like mozzarella stick. So that's good. And this is the thing me and my mom created. So gotta go home before it melts. Getting raindrops on my phone. Good evening vlog. I got the mail a little bit ago and I'm filling up my bath, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear me very well, if I'll be too quiet, but I got this package from Boots and Honey. A girl that I follow on Instagram, she posted the cutest matching pajamas with her baby, and I was like, I want those for me. I don't have a baby to match with, but I want those for me. So I ordered them, and we're gonna see how they fit me. Now I am a tried and true medium on the top and bottom, but with my pajamas, and ever since I had my endometriosis surgeries, plural, and they do laparoscopic through your belly button. That's one of the places where you'll get an incision and a scar. So I have 3 scars in my belly button. Anything that touches my belly button, it doesn't have to be tight, it'll hurt my belly button. So I ended up getting a large in these jammies just so they're more comfortable. It said that you could just buy your normal size and they'll still be oversized, but I didn't want them to be uncomfortable on my belly button. Here's the little card that comes in there. It says that they're hand painted, so I'm guessing that they design all of the prints themselves, which is really cute. And like, look how cute the little kids jammies are. And here's my jammies. And you buy them as a set, by the way. Oh, they're really soft. Okay, look. You kidding? This is the front. Like, look at the little bow and the buttons. I'm glad I got a large. But these are so soft and like slinky. It reminds me of my Cozy Earth sheets. So, and these are made out of bamboo. And then this is the tank top. Are you kidding? Look at the print. I love them. I'm gonna take my bath and put them on. I'm working on my homework and we have these virtual labs. And we're testing fly phenotypes and genotypes and doing like the Punnett squares, which I love. But I thought this was funny. My mom and I are at Well Mary. She's in there. I have some type of cold or flu. Have had it for the last few days. And I'm sitting on the couch trying to rest with my pillow. And then the way I'm sitting flares up my nerve pain. So now I put Biofreeze on my back and have my heating pad. Good evening vlog. It's now the following weekend after I filmed my last clip. I didn't work on Monday, but I did work the rest of the week, and it was very hard. Being normal people sick, and then my normal sick, which is my chronic sickness. And it seems like I've only been sick a few times since I've been diagnosed with endometriosis, and where those symptoms have been so bad. And it seems like each time that I do get sick now, it flares up all the other things. So it's really hard to deal with acute sickness symptoms and chronic ill symptoms at the same time. But that's what we've been doing this whole week. Yesterday, I was able to get ahead on this whole next week of my homework. I did the same kind of thing last week where I finished it. Well, I actually finished it later than I did this week. I finished it on Tuesday, I think it was, for the whole week. So now I had already finished one whole class yesterday, and I wasn't able to take my quizzes for each section because those weren't open. So I'm going to take those tomorrow and then start working on my other class because they don't unlock that class early. So I'm going to work on that tomorrow, hopefully get ahead again. So then when I get home from work, I can just rest and go to sleep. I think it's only about 7 o'clock right now because it's still really light outside. And I'm getting ready to go to bed. I did all my skincare. I did a face mask. I have a giant pimple patch right here. Beanie's in there. You can't see him. Everything's set up for me to go to sleep. Gonna listen to my worship music before I go to bed. And just go to sleep. And I've been sleeping for 10 hours. Which I normally sleep 9. So a little bit extra. But what's interesting is I've been sleeping all the way through some nights. So most of the time I get up to go potty at least a couple times through the night. But I hadn't even been doing that. It's I just get up my one time at 3 in the morning. So also, if you follow my Instagram, you've seen this already, but this is a new AERIE set. I get a small in the top and small in the bottoms. They're shorts and a sweatshirt. It's the color Rome Blue. And I usually get the boyfriend sweatshirts, but this one's I think it's classic fit. So it's technically cropped, but since I'm short, it looks like a normal sweatshirt on me, which I think actually looks better on me. I don't look so frumpy. I feel like I have body dysmorphia, and I'm constantly buying things too big for me, and then I look frumpy. So I bought this in my normal size I get in AERIE stuff, small, and when I put it on, I was like, is it too small on me? No, it just fits you. So I'm happy that I got small, and I love how this fits. The sleeves are still nice and oversized. I can do that, which I like to do when I'm cold, but it doesn't look too frumpy, too big. It's still comfortable. Good evening, gang. We are doing kind of crafts. It's origami for my microbiology class. We're making up what a polymer looks like. I hope it comes out good. There we go. Okay. Oops. Upwards. There he is, gang. Good evening, vlog. I recently got little microphones because I talk very quiet, and I thought this would be better for you to be able to hear me. So we're gonna try it out. I just shut the video off, and the sound's so much better. This is crazy. Look how cute he is. I just got him from Amazon. So what I wanted to show you was, obviously, my microphones, and I got 2 of them, and they do have clips, so I can clip them, but I kind of wanted to hold it. But now I realize I'm not going to be able to hold it because I want to show you some things. I hope the sound is still good. I clipped him to my shirt, and what I was wanting to show you was this order I just got today, too, from Primally Pure. These are two things I ordered with my own money. One is a natural deodorant without baking soda. Baking soda? Yeah, that's what's in them normally. And then one is a beef tallow SPF blush stick, which I'm really excited to try. I normally use a blush stick from Color Science. It also is SPF. It's SPF 50, and this is only 15. Um, so a little bit of a difference there. This has more natural ingredients. They are both mineral sunscreens, which I love. I usually, well, I always only use mineral sunscreens on my face because if I use chemical ones, they will burn my eyes and my skin. But this is my first things I've ever got from Primally Pure, so let's go ahead and open them. So this is the blush stick. Oh my gosh. And he is also for your lips. I just took these out of the refrigerator, so they're cold. Look how cute. And this was the box. And when you open the box, it looks like a little field. I don't know if that's going to pick up on there, but I think that's because of beef tallow, obviously. The cows live on the field. But the whole inside of the box has the like grass around it. Very cute. And I thought it was really funny when I didn't know this, but Primally Pure is in Murrieta, which was my old neighbor. I lived in Temecula, California, and they're from Murrieta, California. But it looks like, oh, this doesn't twist on, it just pulls off. He did have a little cover, which is good. I didn't open this at all when I got it because it went right to the refrigerator. Oh, he's such a pretty color. I got the shade Hibiscus. I think he's going to be really pretty on. Obviously, we're not going to put him on right now because I just took my bath and I have all my nighttime skincare on. But you can see mine says Hibiscus on it, broad spectrum SPF 15. If you will focus. There you go. That's better. It says SPF 15 right there. It's kind of small, but that's my first thing. Look how cute he is. So cute and small. Second, we have our deodorant. I've tried natural deodorants in the past, specifically the Salt and Stone brand. They are made with baking soda, and I bought their like discovery set that had like 3 different scents in it. However, all 3 of those gave me a rash under my arms. So when I talked to the nurse practitioner that I work with, she also uses a natural deodorant. She said, "Oh, well, you could be allergic to the fragrance." And I was like, "Well, it happened with all 3 of the ones that I got." So we were kind of thinking I might be allergic or sensitive to the baking soda. So this one I chose to get from Primally Pure is baking soda free. And they do not have very many scents for the baking soda free. So, well, actually, this is the only scent they have. The other one is unscented. So, this is the one we're going to try. This you do twist off. Oh, and it does have a cover. So, can't smell it through the cover. Let's twist it, try and get them off. This is exactly how the Salt and Stone ones were. Ooh, very like natural smelling. Like it doesn't smell like they added fragrance to it, but I know when I was reading about it online, they do essential oils. So the essential oils that are in here are eucalyptus and peppermint. Oh, I can smell peppermint. I'm putting this on right now. Since it was cold, it was kind of hard to put on, but it feels really good on. And it's almost like cooling because of the peppermint. So I'm really hoping I like this because I'm trying to be more non-toxic, natural, um, more things like that putting into or on my body because of my endometriosis. And I know when you're using normal deodorants, they have aluminum in them, and that's very harmful with having metals into your body and having inflammation where I'm already inflamed, and that's doing uh, more to heighten that. I don't need any help with inflammation. So things like this that I can do that you're already doing, you're just changing what you're using for it, is better to me than just like adding another pill in. So hopefully we can see a difference or something with this, but it smells really good, and it's not a strong smell. I was debating on trying the Carpe deodorants, but they're more of a like, if you it's really confusing for your noggin to think it's a lotion because it comes in like a normal like deodorant container, but a lotion comes out of the top and you still go like this with it. Weird. But those come in a ton of scents. I've never got to see it in person. I found out that they do sell it at Target, so maybe if I go to Target, I will go there and see what those are like and maybe smell some of them. I get scared with buying things that are scented online because of how sensitive my body is with smells, and my migraines and triggers for that and things. So I do like to smell things ahead of time. But this didn't really scare me since it was the essential oils, and I'm glad that I like it. So we will see in the long run. If this ends up giving me a rash, then we know we're allergic to something else. What I always see people do with these is like clip them to something, and I just thought it was funny to clip it to my Lippy. Um, Something I thought that these would be good for too is me and my mom are planning to go to Disneyland. And I remembered my last year's Disney video. It was kind of hard to hear us sometimes, so I thought this would be kind of cool to have to be able to talk to you, even though it'll be noisy in the back of us. You'll still be able to hear what we're saying because it's very important what we have to say. This is my setup for the day. This looks kind of gross, but it's because it was peppermint tea and I put a little bit of milk in it and some honey. This is just my plain water. I have my electrolyte water, my heating pad, my manatee warmies, and I'm trying my best to do my homework. I always try and work on it on Sunday and Monday and get it done for the week, but now they're doing this thing where it's locked on Sunday, so I have to wait until Monday, but then I normally work on Monday from 10:30 to 5, so it's kind of all in that time I can't work on my school, so it just kind of sucks when they lock it until Monday. Like, why can't it be open until Sunday? Open on Sunday instead of waiting until Monday. One of my classes was open on Sunday and everything was open, and then I tried to get on there yesterday and do stuff, and a bunch of things were locked and a couple things I could do, so I couldn't really get ahead yesterday, which was a bummer because I feel so bad today and it would have really benefited me to be able to get ahead yesterday. Good evening, gang. I wanted to show you, since I'm still working on homework, I did take quite a long break in the middle of the day to take a nap, eat, and then I was just kind of watching TV and stuff for most of the day, so I'm doing a little bit more homework now. But I just wanted to say it's extremely niche when you're virtual lab. I've already done this in person like 10 years ago, but I've done it in person and I remember it to a T. I just think it's kind of interesting. Usually when you're learning in school, you do a virtual lab first, and then maybe you get to do it in real life. But I've already done this in real life. In my biotechnology class I took, probably one of my favorite classes ever, biotechnology, AP environmental science, and marine biology that I took in high school were my favorite, and we're still doing it. Like, this is DNA gel electrophoresis. I just did all this without even reading instructions. And watch. I'm gonna put my pipette down. And he was all correct because I remember how to do it, and I'm so proud that I remember how to do it because it was one of my favorite things that we learned how to do. Can we just float here?